You hit the
What is up? What is up, Eagles Nation? BT is back in the building. The Truth, episode 78. We about to get it. Let's go.
Lil Lane, I'm back, Lane. I'm coming to get that Popeyes chicken sandwich, boy. Extra spicy. Boo boo. That's all you gonna hear. Boo boo. They can't hold up. Hey, go blue, but I'm coming over there too. We gonna be in your dreams tonight, I promise you. Hey, Tutu. Not this way, big dog. Tails never fails. I guess Tails failed this time. They already hold me, so get ready.
Already.
They already hold me.
They can't hold you, though. You're so good, they can't hold.
I just lost breath talking. New York. Woo, my chest. Talking. I say I'm talking too much.
Like the ball.
It don't matter. Hey, we kicking that way. We about to win it. You must don't know Jalen Hurts like I know Jalen. Yeah. You must don't know Jalen Hurts like I know him. Don't worry, fool. I'm coming. 2-8. You too slow for me, man. You good dog.
Hey, next play. All right, y'all get 3 and out. 3 and out right here, all right? Hey.
Look me in my face.
Hey.
Yeah,
next play,
I
let's
know,
go.
I know. I got you. Know I'm with you, Flex.
All right.
You know you hear me 15. I'm good. I'm good today. 2-6. Yeah, you better be focused because you know what's up. You feel 5-5 one time. Blue, 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 blue.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Gotta stay locked in Goggins. Gotta ball out like Rodman. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna lead, no watching. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, like I'm on the shit, like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my. You know I'm after this shit till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear, never get tired, no I'm still here. Felt in the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years in, are my moments here. Waiting my turn, now I'm hot in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drive. Give me one shot and I'm coming alive. Names on the left, second taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's from the straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Truth, episode 78 with BG and JC. We got some news to break. Houston, there is liftoff for this defense because we got our defensive captain back. We got BG back in the building, man. How you feeling about that, JC? What's up, my guy?
Yo, I'm good, man. Look, hey, I know a lot of people is talking about, hey, how important is this, right? That BG is coming back. Listen, the haters is going to say, hey, we are so desperate. We wanted to get out BG out of retirement. But Brandon Graham never even wanted to retire to begin with. So let's just put that out there. The only reason why he walked away was because he told Vic, he told the Philadelphia Eagles, Howie Roseman, hey, this defensive line, it's in good hands. So I don't need to be here no more, right? Let the young bulls eat. And now we got issues on the defensive line. And now, hey, he see it as an opportunity to come back, like a month or two into the season. I think that he's literally going to make a big impact on that defensive line. So I'm excited he's back. And I can't wait, man, that new energy, that swag back. We need to get that swag back, right? Sunday was a big step forward, moving forward. But, moving forward, look, defense got to start, having that swag back. And I can't wait to see what he could do.
Man, I think we were looking for Charlie Garner-Johnson to come bring the swag back. And I think making a move like this, having a Kobe Dean back, because he brought some swag back to that run defense last week, in last game. And then, you got Brandon Graham, the heart and soul of Philadelphia, coming back. And you heard him in his podcast that he had Unblocked. He talked about, how he's one of the guys that he can go in there and nip the bud to a lot of these situations that's going on in Philly behind the scenes. And, he's a leader. Like you said, he never really truly wanted to retire in the first place. He just didn't see himself fitting in there. He said that Howie Roseman actually called him up, and was trying to see if he wanted to come back before the season. And he was like, he wasn't ready for it then. He was kind of like venturing off into his new world and seeing how that's going to work out for him. And then he said, but when Zadarius Smith abruptly retired, he said that was a sign of God, baby. It was a sign of God, because he never really wanted to stop. And he's feeling healthy. He's feeling fresh. He's ready to go. I'm just hyped up about it. Because like you said, that veteran leadership, just to even throw him in the rotation, not saying he has to come in and start. He can help a guy like Campbell now that we moved him out to the edge. He can help Campbell work on his pass rushing moves, and get a little bit better there. Just the inspiration in the locker room, all the trash talking that he does, man, to psych out people and get this team lit. So I'm really happy that BG's back, and I'm hoping that, he can come back and have a, amazing, end of the season for us.
Yeah, look, hey, when Nolan Smith will be back, hopefully after the bye week, Nolan Smith will be back. So this defense is going to get healthy, you know what I mean? And adding Brandon Graham, yes, Zadarius Smith has got up and retired. That's something that we don't really see that happens in the NFL. But, hey, it's a blessing in disguise, man. You know what I mean? It's a blessing in disguise, And thank God we had matter of fact, Vic Fangio even said all year he's been, running into Brandon Graham in the hallway and stuff like that, motivating him to want to come back. You know what I mean? So, and he's back now. So, yeah. Overall, this is a boost, a no-brainer. This is a great thing for the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I mean? So it's 1 year. Hey, he's gonna come back for his 16th year. Yeah. So 16th year. 2 months into the season. He's going to be fresh, healthy, and motivated. And it's Kelly Green week. Kelly Green week. And when we were them Kelly Greens, baby, we don't lose. So it's Kelly Green week. BG back versus the Giants. It's upcoming. So absolutely, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, man, and this fact, I wonder if he's going to play. He said he wasn't 100% sure he's playing this week. Depending, I think he probably end up playing this week. But like you said, if he doesn't play this week, he can get back and have his own, like he said, mini training camp by not playing and going through the bye, coming back fresh for the Packers game. Well, he'd be fresh regardless, but coming back, acclimated to the Packers game. So we'll see which way it works out. Either way, I think it's going to be like I said, it's going to be a plus for this team. And I'm definitely looking forward for it. So, hey, salute to you, Brandon Graham. 16 seasons. He already has the most games played in Eagles history already?
I believe so.
He's the longest tenure, so he's about to add to that.
Yeah. But, hey, look, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but how about if Fletcher Cox come back? You know what I mean? For the rest of the season, too, man. You know what I mean? Hey, why can't we be greedy? Why can't we be greedy? Hey, Fletcher Cox done retired, 2 seasons ago? Hey, he should be really, really fresh, ready to go. You know what I mean? Like this would be the perfect time. Come on, Fletcher. Hey, 1 more year. Hey, I got another one. Why not Jason Kelce? Come on back, Jason Kelce. We need you at center right now. Cam Jerky.
You damn right.
You know what I mean? He's not.
I think I seen something that showed Kelce, but they were sending a tweet to Kelce, and he was like, "Are you ready?" or something like that, and he was like, "Busy," because you gotta realize too, Fletch and Kelce, both right. They both got smaller.
Yeah.
They're both smaller. They probably don't want to go back out there and hurt themselves.
Yeah, but come on, man. As a defensive tackle, man, man, it don't really matter, man. Hey, you ain't gotta be that big, man. Shoot. Hey, you ain't gotta be that big. You just gotta, just to have your strength back. You know what I mean? But that's it. But that's easy weight to gain, right, throughout the season. And now you eating more, and I'm just lifting more. So look, all I'm saying is, why can't we be greedy a little bit? Bring the guys back. 1 more. Look, I'm telling you right now, if we get Kelce back, we get Fletch back. BG already coming back. like this team is going, man, it's a whole new vibe in the locker room. This is it, boys. Hey, one last ride, and let's go. Because this season so far has been a little, man, I would say up and down, right? Not as far as the record go, but as far as a little drama, self-inflicted drama that we're causing stuff with AJ Brown, with Jalen Hurts, and the OC sucks. At play calling, defense is not what it was, and stopping the run. But why not, man? Look, I need something to wake these boys up. And hey, we got Brendan Graham, and hopefully, you know what I mean, that's the one that could, help us, help us rejuvenate again, right? And get back in the group of things.
Yeah. If I were to say a guy to come back, because like I said, those two guys have been retired for over a year now, so I'm not expecting those guys to come out of retirement and do it. Brandon's only been gone for a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? And another guy, if you want to bring back old time sake type things, then you need to go out there and go get CJGA back.
I don't think he could come back. I mean, like everybody's saying he can, he can't. Look, at this point, if the Philadelphia Eagles was going to bring him back, they would have brought him back already. Or maybe they wait after this bye week. Maybe if we could bring him back. I'm not sure with all the, he got cut, he got traded, this and that, how long you got to wait. But, I mean, look, if he wants to come back, I don't see any, bad thing about it. But, yeah, I think if he was going to come back, then Harry Roseman would probably bring him back already. But we'll see. Look, the bye week is where you make your move. The bye week is where you make your move at. Is where you, if you would go out and go grab a guy at the bye week. Just give him the bye week to get back into the playbook and all this other stuff. But definitely, I don't see it happening. But we'll see.
D. Aldridge says, "Bring back the Green Goblin."
Man, now he's been gone for 10 years, man. Yo, I can't remember the last time he been what?
I'm not bringing back
2019. He's been gone. Like he's been gone for a minute.
Yeah.
After that Super Bowl run, I haven't. Yeah, I mean,
no, he's been playing.
He's been playing, but not not in Philly, and you don't even know if he could fit the system that we want to play.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I only want, if the Eagles are going to go get somebody, they need to get star pass rusher or star cornerback. That's all I care about right now. The rest of this team's good. Like Brandon Graham said, the team is good right now, the way as is. And, moving forward, he can see that, we got all the talent we need on this roster and all that, blah, blah, blah. He even talked about talking to Keely Ringo and try to get his confidence up. Because, like I said, with Keely Ringo, I feel like it's not his attributes, it's his mindset, what I'm saying? It's his confidence in himself. Like, he's not that confident of a cornerback. He always says, yes, I'm confident. But in reality, his game does not match what he says.
Yeah.
Because it's not a confident game. Like, he gets toasted. I'm not really down with him. Adoree Jackson's hurt. Bennett hasn't played. We need a bona fide cornerback in there, quarterback too. I do think, thank God we got, Cooper DeJean.
Put up, AJ.
At least he comes in and he plays the second best receiver and he helps us out in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be nice to have a starter quality opposite of Quignon if we're keeping Coop inside that slot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now that's another position that I definitely see the Eagles making a move. The trade deadline is in a few weeks, I believe, November 5th, whatever it is. I really think that Howie Roseman is going to make a move. He's going to make a move, either on the defensive line or cornerback, because we have to. There's no way you tell me that I do not feel confident finishing out the rest of the season with Rango or Adoree Jackson at CB2. I do not feel confident at all. If that's the case, then this is when our season is going to go down the drain because of that position. You know what I mean? Because if you keep Coop, at the nickel, just use him all over the field. But now it's like, man, I can't even run my full defensive playbook because I don't have a competent freaking CB2.
Yeah.
Like, But we're gonna see again though. We're gonna see because if we played the Giants a couple weeks ago, he got picked on, he got baited left and right. So we definitely gonna see this upcoming matchup with the Giants. Do they go after him again? What's the game plan is going to be?
Well, yeah, we're gonna get into that Giant, but let's go. Let's talk about these Eagles, man. Let's talk about the last game where our quarterback Jalen freaking Hurts had a perfect quarterback rating. Look at these numbers, my guy. Look at these numbers: 19 for 23, 326, 3 touchdowns, my guy. For all those that say my quarterback can't pass that rock, suck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's people don't realize 23, the part 19, completions with 326 yards is the part I don't think really people realize. Like, to have 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, and only has 19 completions. Like, usually you got that many yards, that many touchdowns, you're looking at, 20, 25, 30, 30 completions in the game. Quarterback's usually slinging that rock. And he didn't really throw that much if you really look at it. 19 for 23, that's not that many throws in a football game.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's not only, 19 for 23, it's the efficiency behind it, right? 158.3, a perfect passer rating. But also, look, are you going to show that or no?
I was going to show that. I thought that was the Jalen Hurts one, though, because they actually made it.
But even with that, you can see a little bit difference now, right? You compared to last week, compared to what Devonta Smith chart was looking like versus this week. Yes, the greens are, I guess, the completions and stuff like that. But definitely, man, the playbook kind of opened up a little bit. And Jalen Hurts, he felt confident, man. But if you're going to give Jalen Hurts credit, give the offensive line credit. Because, the offensive line, as far as pass blocking goes, they did a great job blocking for Jalen Hurts, including that freaking 79-yard bomb to Devonta Smith. He had time. So if Jalen Hurts had time, he's going to pick you apart. And that's what he did, right? He had time. A couple of times he rolled out and still managed to find A.J. Brown on the sideline. But definitely, if he has time, he's going to pick you apart. We saw that in the Super Bowls. Every time he has time to throw, he's going to find his guys open, So, but yeah, a great day overall for Jalen Hurts. That's what he needed to see, a confidence booster. Like, I'm not going to say he was lacking confidence, but the play calling was lacking. So now him having, that type of game, now I'm hoping that Kevin Patullo could get his head out of his ass and start and opening the playbook a little bit more. Right. Even though our running game was non-existent, but he still got 18 carries to keep the Vikings honest. The Vikings is a good defense, right? They're not a trash or garbage defense. So, they are a good defense, and we did that to them. So I'm pretty sure, moving forward against the Giants, you're going to see a different game plan, right? You might see a more running attack, but we definitely going to get into it. But definitely a good game before you now go into your rivalry game, divisional rivalry game, and then on a bye week. What up,
That's
Queen?
just so nice to look at. That's just so nice to look at. These two right here, 304 yards.
304 yards. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of yards for two players, man. Hurts had 358 passing, right? 358 passing, and 304 of them went to Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown.
326.
Man, even worse, 326.
So all they went to them.
And then 304 yards went to your top wide receiver duo. And this could happen every freaking game. Not one corner in the NFL could cover Devonta Smith one-on-one, A.J. Brown one-on-one, and you got both of them on your team. And Dallas Goedert was very, very quiet. So we have weapons for him to do this every game. Yeah. That's what 326 this week, 280 something last week, and then 280 something the week before. That's almost 900-yard passing in 3 weeks.
Yeah. And I now I hated how 1 week they're giving them praise and next week they're giving them hey, Jalen Hurts, I love what Jalen said, we're not losers anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he cared about the whole time was not about the numbers. He didn't care about his perfect game. He just cared about not being a damn loser no more. Like, that's really what your quarterback want to do. Like, check him out.
We're not losers anymore, because that's coming off the field, because that's all I could think about. That's all I could think about throughout these last 2 weeks. Having opportunities to finish the game, to finish the fourth quarter. I really think this is the first time we've finished the fourth quarter and finished in the second half. And so those things come up, and that's important in this game. And so I think definitely there was some fire there. But within that fire, you have to be the calm and focus on executing your job. And that's all I was reiterating to the guys out there. We're not losers anymore.
That's my quarterback, man. He's not a loser no more, man. Everybody's re-echoing back. It doesn't matter where we pass, we run, as long as we win the game. You know what I'm saying? As long as we win a game, but he's starting to get that love all around the media. Even Nick Wright has something to say about it.
If all games are graded equally, I think that's the best game he's ever played. I think he actually played better in this game than he played in either Super Bowl. The stakes are so different that you can't really say that, which bolsters, I had the exact same mindset as you, Brew. It bolsters his big game quarterback rep, because this wasn't a playoff game, I get that. But they were on the verge, we thought, of a spiral. It's very obvious what the Eagles need to do to pull out of this tailspin. Have their Super Bowl MVP quarterback deliver. And you made the point with any of the other great quarterbacks, that would be the expectation. Is like, hey, he's going to have a great game. And the point I was making is it had been a long time since he had a great game purely through the air. They were on the verge, we thought, of a spiral, of a 3-game losing streak, of there being real panic. And he started the game, KW, with a 4th and 4 to score a touchdown, and then ended the game that it shouldn't have been that close, given it was weird that Minnesota was in it, given Wentz's mistakes and how well he was throwing it. He doesn't have to have perfect pass rating moving forward. It's what they're going to need from him moving forward.
Inside. But look, I'm tired of these so-called analysts coming on TV, especially the Drew Breeses, right? The Drew Brees, and all these people saying, "Oh, how close this game was," or boom, this and that. This is the NFL. The Eagles have the highest winning percentage versus team that they played. Their schedule-wise, they got one of the best winning percentage, this season, because they played a lot of good teams. We're not playing tomato cans. Even the Giants is not going to be a tomato cans, team this upcoming week. But guess what? We're still going to run through them. But at least they don't beat the Chargers. I mean, they beat us. They should have beat the freaking Broncos, by the way, and then gag in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? So, all these teams are we playing, we are their Super Bowl. So, of course, they're going to give us their best shot. There's no blowing no teams out this year, because there's no team on our schedule get blown out. Shoot, the Packers is next, the Lions coming up, Chargers coming up, Dallas coming up again, the Bears coming up. So we're going to get everybody's best shot. It's how you stack the wins as much as you can now in case you slip up, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, the Lions beating the Bucks was good for us, because now we all 5-2. Everybody got 2 losses.
Yeah,
somewhere in there. So the number one seed is open, is wide open.
And that's the thing that really matters. Like, I feel like if we win, I'm not gonna say win. If my bad, I almost got caught slipping. When we win the Super Bowl this year, it's going to even be better than last year. You know what I'm saying? Because the road was a lot harder. I feel like last year we had a couple breaks where it's like we got to chill out and play some normal teams for a while, get our foot back. I feel like this year, everybody, because even some of the teams we started the season out thinking was going to be shitty, ain't shitty. The Bears, for instance, They've been winning the football games, my guy. Like the only shitty team was the Giants, and we should have never lost to those bastards. But we're gonna get our revenge this week. We'll definitely talk about that one. But yeah, besides the Bears, like the Raiders, maybe the Raiders aren't playing very good right now. But other than that, everybody else seemed to be pretty good football teams, my guy. Like we're beating some good ones. Minnesota was a good football team. Hell, if Carson Wentz didn't act like he still played for us, we might have lost the Minnesota game. You know what I'm saying? He didn't spot us 14 points in the beginning. It could be a whole nother outcome there. I'm thankful he did. You know what I'm saying? But, that's a whole nother thing. Hey, what up, man? Shout out to Eagles Uncensored. I haven't seen you in a long time. What's up, my guy? Thanks for stopping by, watching the show. Salute to you, my guy. It's been a while. First we had Foothills. Now we got you up on here. Hey, shout out to all you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Man, wherever you guys are, hit that like, share, retweet, whatever you got to do, because we're on all platforms, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We everywhere right now. So make sure you guys are hitting that like, hitting that follow button, man. And like I said, we're going to keep going with this, man. But like I was saying before, it's crazy. I think that Miss Ashley even said earlier, the game was balanced. She said it was 23-23. 23 passes and 23 rushes, man. That's kind of what you want out of your offense, But the only difference is you want Saquon to get more than 44 yards, man. Because I got another topic we're about to jump into, too, before we hit that Giants thing that I know you're not going to like. I know you're going to be mad about it. But it's a topic I'm talking about for show tonight. We're going to get this shit cleared today.
What?
And that's the, let's see here. Hold on, I'm trying to see what Richie's saying here. Richie always saying something.
Teams are playing the Eagles at 110%. Hey, appreciate the follow, FDJ. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, hey, we everybody Super Bowl. So it is what it is. Hey.
We're about to come out Friday. JC, the Rams should have beaten us. Eagles use that logic. Huh. What's we got? JC retires. JC tied up Drew Brees.
Yeah, I am, man. That dude been all he does is talk negative.
So much against us.
I don't know. I do not. Well, maybe we won the Super Bowl in his building. How about that? We beat, the bricks out of the Chiefs in the Super Bowl in New Orleans, the home that Drew Brees built, really. So that's probably why. Because I don't see why he would have any ill will for the Philadelphia Eagles. What did we do to you? Nothing. You're not Mahomes. Shit, we ain't play you like that.
He beat us back in the day. Remember? But for a while there, we couldn't beat the Saints. It was always the last second field goal.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man. Hey, but it is what it is. So what did you want to talk about?
Okay, so everybody knows, right? Y'all been following us for a while. Y'all know how I feel about our boy A.J. Brown.
Oh,
Y'all know how I feel about our boy A.J. freaking Brown. And like I said, I didn't say it on here because I said on TikTok when we were live on TikTok. He didn't look happy. What he did in the game, to me, it looks like he was on the sideline like he was still mad. And I thought when you were like, hey, you tripping, you trying to fish for things, you know what I'm saying?
You are.
Then this idiot, right? He goes out, and this is what he puts up. Where's it at? Where's the clip at? Do I have it on here? Why didn't it add on? Okay, it's what it add on here. But he talks about using me but not using me.
But what does that mean?
Using me but not using me is,
go ahead.
Yeah, you're using me. I got 121 yards and 2 touchdowns, but I only got 4 catches.
That's not what that means. Nobody know what that means.
That's what it means, man.
Nobody know what that means.
I'm reading the line for you right now.
Stop spreading
that
these
stupid.
Stop spreading these stupid rumors and lies. Nobody know what that means besides A.J. Brown.
All these little code words, secret things he's been doing for a while now, and the way he didn't look good on the sideline. Hey, and I wasn't the only one that believed this way. Listen,
the AJ thing, using me but not using. It's just like enough already? Could you just stop with this? And here's exactly what'll happen. Somebody like me or somebody will say, oh, there he is, he's doing it again. And then somebody will ask him about it in the locker room, and he will roll his eyes and say it has nothing to do with what you think it is. It's the media making something up. But it's only him that he's like the only person on the team who seems to have these vague passive aggressive.
No, he is the only person.
Yeah, he's the only person on the team doing this.
Yeah.
And I think he's such a great player, and I want him to be here. And I've tried. Dude, you had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, and could you just, for once, let the week go without some vague social media post that whether you meant whatever you meant, you could certainly, if you're him, he is smart and savvy enough to know.
Oh, yeah, he knows this is called, yes.
They ain't going to know it. I know what they're going to run with on this. And then he can do the thing where he is like, that's not what I meant. That was you, because it's vague enough that it doesn't mean anything. It's just, I don't know. And I know somebody's going to say, no, you don't understand. It's a song lyric. Phooey. I don't care what you say. He knows, because he knows how everybody reacts when he does these sorts of things. And if the number one thing on AJ's mind was winning football games, then a game after he had 120 yards and 2 touchdowns and these sorts of things, he would not leave anything to the imagination of anybody who could make it sound any worse than it does. And it's just, this is not this. I don't care, man. This stuff stinks.
Look,
it's garbage. And like Miss I said, nobody knows, which is why he shouldn't have even said it. You don't post something like that after you have a nice game. Like if Smitty had the 189 or something like that, a touchdown, and you only had 2 touchdowns, 4 targets for 40 yards, they're just like red zone touchdowns. Maybe you got a little bit of breathing room. I'm not getting utilized enough. But, dog, you have 4. Your average went up a lot. You had 32-yard average. You had 2 touchdowns. You just had over 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Why do you have to come on and say anything? It's the real question. Like, why do you have to open your mouth about anything? It's a real question. Like, keep the zip. If you don't want people talking about you, then don't tweet so much, man. I think he's emotionally unstable. There's something going on behind the scenes. He's emotionally unstable because you can't be a superstar and actually start getting what you want. Even this goes back to even when he wasn't putting up the 100 yards, he was still getting the 9-10 targets. Like, you can't be a superstar and be the cancer at the same time. You're captain, my guy. Act like it. None of these tweets after the games too. It's like, what? You ain't got nothing better to do but tweet something that could be possibly considered negative for a win for our football team. I don't know, man.
I understand that nobody knows, which is why he shouldn't have said it. Okay, I mean, it's a free country. He could say what the hell you want to say. But the problem is this. We don't know what it means. Look, it probably could have been something positive in his mind, right? Using me and not using me. Whatever. We don't know. We don't know.
No positive.
I mean, it's not for you or I to get inside his head and say, what did he mean by it? Look, I understand. We won the game. He had a good game. I mean, is he just of Smitty? No, I don't think so.
You watched the game, right, JC?
I did watch the game.
You cannot tell me the photos on the sideline of AJ.
I wasn't paying attention to that because I was busy watching the game. I was watching the game, not AJ Brown's face on the sideline.
They went to him. His face was looking unhappy. He was looking pissed. Even when they showed, you know what I'm saying? Even when they showed them walking back to the dressing room, everybody like giving Howie fives and stuff. Even when they showed that, AJ was like,
I mean, look.
Like, he's so unhappy. And I don't know, man. Like Miss Ash, nah, JC, nah. No, you tripping on this one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ride with you when you're right. They ride with BG when I'm right. And I'm telling you, I always see things before. Like, I should just change my name to Foreseer or something. The Eagles Foreseer. Because I see things way before anybody talk about it. I see things before anybody know about it. There's a problem here with A.J. Brown.
Okay. I mean, I don't have nothing else to say about AJ Brown. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. Look, he's on the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Until he's no longer
Not
on the
going there.
Philadelphia Eagles, hey, you know, I'm going to support him. I'm going to try to see the positive in everything he does until he start acting like T.O., right, on the driveway.
Or
You know,
AB.
doing crunches on the side, you know, on the driveway, you know, talking about his quarterback and all that good stuff. Until then, hey, a little tweet in there. I don't care. He's a captain of the team. He's firing up the team. We're winning. I don't care.
Did you see this? Look what Eagle on Central says. That just remember, guys, AJ is AB's cousin. I know AJ hasn't had, you know, the head injury history, but mental issues might run in his family, or he's just a selfish attention getter. Hey, uncensored, my guy, I think he nailed it. And I didn't even know that they were cousins. That's weird. Don't you think? Two of the best receivers ever, like their family, they both got little issues.
Okay.
That being said, guess what? The new star receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles is Devonta Smith. We got to figure out something to say when Smitty scores. Slim Reaper. No. Didn't like that one.
Oh, you asked me a question. I mean, what was the question?
Devonta Smith now is going to be the new guy. He's going to get what he wanted. He's going to be the number one receiver for the Eagles. At the end of the season, we're going to trade AJ for a blockbuster trade and get something to help our team even more. And him, Dawson, Mechie, and all the rest of the Alabama players are going to be our receiving corps.
Look, all I gotta say is this: be careful. Be careful. Be careful. You never know what you have until it's gone, right? So I say that to say this: Jalen Hurts' record without AJ Brown is not good. Okay, and Smitty be on the team. Age is a losing record without AJ Brown on the field. That's a fact. Okay, so yes.
Okay.
So, yes, right now, Smitty is benefiting the fact that he's getting the number 2 corner, right? Even though, like a lot of us know that Smitty is a number 1 wide receiver. But you can't, you know what I mean? Like a lot of teams don't have 2 number 1 cornerbacks. So, he got Isaiah Rodgers. He's not a number 1 corner. Shoot, that's why we let him go. No, he's not.
He's an all-pro corner right now this season.
He's not a number 1 corner.
He's the only quarterback in 6 fumble recovery, 2 fumble recoveries,
in one game,
and a perfect PFF grade.
And he got beat so bad by AJ Brown and Devonta Smith. So he's not. I mean, you see Mitchell getting beat by the number 1 and the number 2 wide receivers on these teams. No, but look, it's okay. All I'm saying is this: Devonta Smith is having a good season so far. It's early; it's still early in the season. But AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts' record without AJ Brown is still bad. So that means that AJ Brown is, you know, what I mean, when he's on the field, we're almost unbeatable. When he's actually on the field and getting targeted, too, we're definitely unbeatable. But when Smitty on the field, shoot, hey, he go for 130, 150, and we still lose. Why is that?
Those games he went, you gotta realize, those games he went, you know, we didn't have the second, third receivers we have now. When Smitty went against Tampa Bay and did all that stuff, we were what? Arcega Whiteside or somebody? Like, it's not the same.
Quez Watkins.
Quez Watkins, yeah. That's not the same. You know, yeah. Jahan Dawson's way better than Quez Watkins. I would even say Mechie's better than Quez Watkins. But Quez Watkins was on our practice squad. I don't know if he's still on it. But that shows how far down us, you know, the talent pool he is to the receivers we got on this football team now. You know, the talent's different than those times, you know what I'm saying? So I really feel like that really, you can't use that no more. And I think also when we got AJ, Smitty was second year player, right?
Yeah, second year.
Now Smitty's developed. Now Smitty's already, made his mark in the league. It's a different level receiver. I think the Eagles want players that don't cause drama. Period. They've shown you that over throughout the history of Philadelphia Eagles football. They don't want the drama to come with the talent. T.O., for instance. They don't want the drama to come with the talent. And for some reason, I feel like AJ's put himself into that category when he does not need to be. Like the fact that Uncensored even said something about, him related to AB is like, whoa, when you said that to me, I can see the resemblance a little bit now. They're both really great football players. And AB ain't been good since he started that whole little mental health trip anyway. AJ Brown's only talking about mental health now. There's obviously something going on in his personal life that he is so deeply rooted in this saga that could affect and roll over onto the football field.
But AJ is already paid. This is the problem, right? So let's just say, somebody on TikTok say AJ Brown won his incentive and targets because his stock falls for the bag. If not, he's already paid. Look, the Philadelphia Eagles have AJ Brown and Devonta Smith 2028, 2029. So, it's not a contract year. It's not any of that. The problem was when after the Super Bowl, AJ Brown was like, oh my God, this is it, right? He was happy. We won the Super Bowl. But you know what fuels him? It's on that field, beating these corners, getting targets, scoring touchdowns. And it's the journey that drive him more than winning it all, it seems like to me. Which is nothing wrong with that. Like nothing is wrong with that at all. But he's not causing that much of a distraction where he's not talking to the media in the locker room. He's on the sideline over here kicking balls and throwing stuff into the, walking off the field. It's none of that. It's tweets. We live in a social media world now. Michael Parsons, like he used to jump on his freaking podcast all the time. They had a problem with it. We all have problem with it.
Michael Parsons is not with the Cowgirls no more. They traded his ass for doing
I understand because they wasn't winning with him. There's a difference.
We can't trade him right now, but we can trade him next year.
We are winning with AJ Brown. The Dallas Cowboys was not winning shit with Michael Parsons. So yes, hey, Nolan Smith have a better freaking sack record in the playoffs than Michael Parsons that's been in the league for 5 years. Why? Because he showed up small in big time games. That's why he got traded. It wasn't because of his podcast. It's because he wasn't delivering. AJ Brown is delivering. When he gets the opportunity, he delivers. Can't nobody stop him. The problem is, if AJ Brown is on any other team, he's going to get his targets 100%. He will be a top 3, top 2 fighting for the number 1 spot wide receiver. But he's not with those type of teams. He's with the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're a run first team. Even when it was a run first team last year, he was happy. But you know why? Because something is off with this offensive coordinator, and I think that's the issue. Because he was excited at first when Patullo was named. Man, he was like, oh, yeah, hey, we got to change up the playbook. Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then it's same old shit, right? It was like, damn, yo. Like, come on, Pete. I done vouched for you. Yo, I was excited for you to be named OC. And now look at me. 6 games in, 10 targets, no touchdowns. Who would be happy with that? I'll be pissed off too.
No one can be more pissed off on this team than Saquon Barkley. So if Saquon Barkley's not doing cryptic text messaging or tweets on a freaking social media, then AJ Brown definitely shouldn't be doing it. Saquon's the only one on this team that's not getting nothing right now. Like the Madden curse, the 2,000-yard curse, all that stuff is looking real right now. Because it's not that he's hurt. He just is not producing. And some is him. I will say some is him. But a lot of it's the line and the play calling. But either way, he's the only one on his team on his offensive side of football. Him and Jahan Dotson are the only one on the offense I feel like can say something. Jahan, Great playoff. Nice catches in Super Bowl. You think this year's going to be your year. You guys should get implemented to this offense. Nothing. Zilch. So he should be mad. Saquon not running for no yards. 44 yards, my guy, on 18 carries is trash. He was getting hit like he was getting hit in New York behind the line of scrimmage. And that's trash.
Okay, but that's not play calling. That's offensive line injuries.
Both.
There's a difference.
You keep
Wait a
running
minute.
the ball up the middle when you don't even have no
Okay,
guys in the middle of the block. That is
Okay,
play calling.
but the problem is this: it's an offensive line. Okay, getting 18 carries and averaging 2.4 yards. You cannot be mad at the play calling in this situation. Your offensive line is not a run block offensive line, not yet, because of all the injuries. So I get it, but he's still being more involved than AJ Brown. So yes, you can't be mad. Like, look, I'm tired of talking about this topic. Man, my head is hurting. Like, we need to move on to the games now. Like, because we're gonna talk about this. Who's mad? Who's happy? It is what it is. It's football season. It's a long season. Like, people get happy, be mad, be glad, be sad. It doesn't matter as long as we win. We could talk about all the underlying story in the off season.
That's the whole point, because if he keeps acting like this, something's gonna happen.
Okay, but what can we do right now? What can we do right now as fans? Nothing. So why are y'all making me stressed out about this shit? Like, why? Like, I want to talk like X's and O's, not tweets, not hypotheticals, not, guessing what an AJ Brown tweet means. I want to talk football.
That is a hot topic in football, my guy. He's jealous of this man right here. He's jealous of the Slim Reaper. He's jealous, my guy. He's jealous.
No, he's not jealous, but okay.
At the end of the day, look, the Eagles are 2 games ahead of everybody in the division, which is a plus. High five for that. Woo!
Yeah.
We up there. We good.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the Eagles are 5-2 in the division. The Cowboys is 3-3. Commanders 3-4. The Commanders, to me, are about to go on a historic slide because their schedule is not easy. They got the Chiefs on Monday night. That's an L. The Cowboys, I believe, play Denver. If they get past through Denver, they will be 4-3. You know what I mean? And 500. So I still think that the NFC East, no repeat division winner. I really think the Philadelphia Eagles, when they beat the Giants, a revenge game from a couple weeks ago, when they beat the Giants, they would definitely be 6-2 and then come out to buy Packers and Lions. So we got to split one of those, 7-3. And then, we get a little break, but not that much. But the Cowboys' schedule is going to get harder. They do play the Chiefs still. They got to play the Chargers. I believe they still got to play the Lions still. So, their time is coming too. So we just gotta, just stack the wins as much as we can right now.
A bright spot of the game the last little bright spot I want to talk about the game was the return of Nakobe Dean, man.
Yeah.
Nakobe Dean is a beast. He is coming back to help us with this run game. Let's play that clip. Boom. Right through there. No waste of time. The run game, Nakobe's your downhill linebacker you want to have on your football team.
Yeah.
He's not the Zach Bond. He's not the Campbell. He's the downhill linebacker you got to have on a football team. And I am so happy he's back. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. It wasn't a super amazing job. Like, oh, wow, he's back to his all-pro form or Pro Bowl caliber form. But it was definitely a good job to be your first game back. And it's going to get better from here on out as long as he can stay healthy. That's his only problem I worry about. Stay healthy, my guy.
Yes. And I did tell you that Nakobe Dean was going to be the key to stopping the run. Okay.
He did.
So Real quick in the Giants, because somebody was like on Twitter, on TikTok, explain to me the holes on the Giants. Well, number one, they don't have no wide receivers. They don't have no number
That
one
don't
wide
matter.
receiver.
They torched
Ain't
us last.
nobody afraid of none of their wide receivers. The running back Scatterboo, okay. I mean, he's just tough to bring down, but all right. So there's two advantages for the Giants. All right, the quarterback is very, very mobile, and he's not afraid to throw the ball right down the field. But their offense, their defensive line could get run through. The Giants are the 29th ranked defense, by the way. 29 ranked defense, allowing 245-yard passing and 130 yards on the ground, allowing a 25 and a half points per game. So, yes, there's a lot of holes there. Okay, you can't stop the run. You can't stop the pass. You ain't got no number one wide receiver. You got a rookie quarterback. I mean, I think he could throw everywhere across the field, and he's the reason why y'all lost that game to the Denver Broncos, throwing that interception late into the game. But overall, y'all future will be bright, though. The Giants' future is going to be bright, but just not this season. I mean, I'm not saying that there are, an easy win. I'm talking about this game is going to be a revenge game for the Philadelphia Eagles, especially the way they lost on the national stage Thursday night a couple weeks ago at New York, at MetLife. So now you come to Philly before a bye week, revenge game. Absolutely. So if the Eagles lose this one, they are not going to make a deep run in the playoffs. If you want to be taken seriously, you better win this game. Don't get swept by the freaking New York State.
Don't even say that out loud, man.
So that's what I'm saying. Right? The motivation factor, the loss factor, all that stuff is the reason why I'm confident that the Philadelphia Eagles could, win and beat the Giants. We was running the ball. We was running the ball. The first two carries of Saquon Barkley went for over 33 yards. We was running the ball, and then we got away from it. So if you run the ball, you control the clock, you keep the Giants defense on the field. I mean, your advantage Eagles all day. So that's all I'm saying. But go ahead, BG. What up?
Yeah, maybe that's why he's still mad, because
no Kobe Dean, right? And no Kobe Dean is the key. You could tell how he sees where the ball going. I told you, him and Zach Bond work very, very well together to stop the run. Campbell don't have that instinct yet, right? To go meet the running back at the hole. No, Kobe Dean, he did that all last year, and you saw how well he did it for the limit of snaps he did have this past Sunday. Every time he's on the field, Kobe Dean is making a play, right? A good play, unlike certain Dory Jackson or whoever. Why is he on the field? Why is the penalty happening? No. This is Kobe Dean on the field making plays left and right, and he barely played. So moving forward, I would literally start him with Zach Bond and rotate Campbell in if you don't want to keep Campbell on the field the whole time, right? I mean, you have to put Kobe Dean on the field. You have to keep him on the field.
Yeah, you do got to keep him on the field. And that was the problem we were talking about, once he got back, how you actually going to handle this. But I think it worked itself out perfectly. Somehow, some way, the Eagles need edge help again.
Yeah.
All the young talent we thought were going to do it, all those free agents we thought were going to do it, haven't done it.
Olajuri,
Olajuri,
Nolan Smith.
All them are awful names. None of them. None of them could hack it. We had to go get BG out of retirement to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's get a regular name. Hey, BG, come on. Get in here. We got BG here. But like I said, it was just all set up to get Campbell. I really think that that's going to be the biggest move. It's like BG helping Campbell become an edge rusher and let Jacoby start with Bond for the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Let him. He might just turn him into a pass rushing stud. He can be a pass rushing stud for us. Ain't nobody going to get mad if all of a sudden he's the starting, right in or outside linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, after his rookie season. Everybody going to be happy that he's still in the field. Well, he's producing and making plays from interceptions to tackles to sacks. Everybody's going to love it. So I'm not worried about it. I'm happy that Kobe Dean's back. Now all we got to do is cross our fingers and hope and pray.
Yeah.
You don't get
And let's not forget, this is no Kobe Dean last year as a field on. Look, if Howard does not give him a contract extension, this is his last year. This is his 4th season. All right, there's no 5th-year option. So now he's even more motivated to make them plays to actually, you know what I mean, ball out, right? So I really think that it's a good thing that he did start the year on IR. And now he just, oh my God, I can't wait to get back out there, man. I know my guys need me and his contract year. I really think the rest of the season, you know, Kobe Dean, Brandon Graham is going to be the two, unfortunately, the two savior for the Philadelphia Eagles defense. Those two guys, man. Those two guys, the heart and soul, you know what I mean, on the Philadelphia Eagles defense, the Kobe Dean and Brandon Graham. Who would have thought? You know what I mean? And no, Kobe Dean would be the one that we always like, come on, Dean, please.
Come on, Dean, come back here.
Like, we need linebackers. He can't stay healthy. Oh, get rid of Dean. And now he's like, please, Dean, come back, Dean. We're sorry. Because you see the difference night and day when he's on the field this year. At least last year we had Oren Burks, a veteran, right? He played plenty of games in the NFL. Yeah. So when Dean went down, he was able to step in. Where's Jeremiah Trotter Jr. at? Where's your little X-Man at?
He's hurt.
Nowhere to be found.
He's hurt.
Exactly. Exactly. Hurt.
Yeah, say that exactly when
it hurt.
He's
like,
hurt.
You know what I mean?
All these players are getting hurt, goddammit. Like, that's the problem. That's the problem we're having. Is all these players are getting hurt.
Yeah.
Trotter getting hurt.
Look, to win a Super Bowl, you're going to have to need luck and a healthy team. Like, you're going to have to need as much good players healthy as possible. So we're kind of, you know, getting our little bruises right now at the beginning of the season, right? Nobody ever won the Super Bowl in September, October. Like nobody. So with all these stuff that's going on with the injuries, with the the bad play calling, we can't run, we can't stop the run. Let's gradually go into November, December, and now talk to me. You know what I mean? Like that statement when we did what? And last year, Ravens. When we went to Baltimore and beat the Ravens, that's when, man, the world was like, this Eagle team is for real. Like, this Eagle team is for real. It wasn't in September or when we squeaked, we squeaked by the Browns, the Bengals. No, it was that day. And it was what? December time frame, early December, around that. You know what I mean? So it was week 13, 14 into the season. So maybe a little bit earlier, but like anyway, like it wasn't no September, October. People was like, oh my God, this team is for real. Man, people was taking us as a joke. You know what I mean? So I'm not worrying about all this stuff that's going on. We just need to get healthy at the right time. And when November comes, we need to get healthy.
Yeah. We got a long season still, it's still too early to really call anything. You hope that, even like the play calling gets better, everything just gets better as the season continues on. We're about to get that bye week. And, last year after the bye week, and Eagles just in general after a bye week, it's pretty good.
We're pretty good.
So this Giants game, man, it got to be a W. And it has to be like a dominating W. The way they punked us last game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if we lose this game, there will be some doubt in my head now.
Man, that bye week is going to be the longest bye week ever.
The longest bye week ever in life. The longest bye week ever. I'm telling you, we lose this game this week.
Yeah, we can't. We cannot.
Somebody will have to get fired. Even if you have to go fire the equipment guy, fire somebody to make us feel better. Goddammit, because what the hell is what they say, and it will be horrible, man. Like the way Scatterboo ran us over, the way
Dart
looked so good out there. with no receiver. They don't even have
No
a star.
receivers.
They don't even have no number 2 receiver. And they carved us up. So
Yeah.
it has to be like a
But I
blowout.
think because it happened like a couple weeks ago that it's so fresh in these players' mind, and Vic Fangio and these guys are
Right?
like, this cannot happen again. This cannot happen again. I mean, if it was like 8 weeks, 9 weeks later, like when we kind of like almost locking up the division. Nah, this is a ass whooping you got almost 48 hours ago, basically. That's how fresh it was.
Yesterday.
That's how fresh it was. You got your ass ran through by some guy named Scatterboo. Like, and not no Brandon Jacobs, not no freaking
Mike
Beast Mode.
Allstat, baby. That was Mike Allstat, little brother.
Yeah, Mike Allstat. This is Scatterboo and Jackson Dart. They dotted us up. They ran right through us. Man, I watched that thing on live. Man, I was like, what are we doing? What team is it? But the fact that look, they beat us bad. Yes, I understand. But a lot of that stuff was self-inflicted, man. Self-inflicted, just going away from the run, bad interception, bad timing, missed touchdown by Devonta Smith, Hurts to Devonta Smith. So all that is fixable. But we gotta stop the run. We stop the run, Dart is not gonna. He's gonna throw interceptions because now we already know it's gonna be one-sided.
Did he though? Because even though they lost to Denver, we lost to Denver.
Yeah, we lost to Denver.
They almost beat Denver. Like, are we underestimating the team because their record's so low in the beginning of the season? You know,
No,
they didn't even think their record wouldn't even be that way if they started Scatterboo and Dart from the beginning of the season. They didn't do that. They started Singleton and Russell Wilson. So you got to really give them those losses. Those are Russell Wilson losses. Those aren't Scatterboo and freaking Dart losses. I'm not trying to hype up the Giants or nothing, but I'm just like, since they started, they've been a pretty damn good football team with nobodies.
Hey, yo, this is called The Truth, FDJ. We are live on YouTube right now. The link is in my bio and also in Birdgang's bio. So if you click on the link, it'll send you right over to YouTube. But we do this every Tuesday. We just started going live to recap the game after the game on TikTok. But yeah, this is the 78th episode. So we've been here for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, hey, that's what we do, man. We talk about the recap of the games and the breakdown of the upcoming matchup. But yeah, man, look, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this game, I gotta see how we start. Hey, we win the toss, get the ball. If we win the toss, do not try to be cute and say, you know what, we're different the second half. No. Get the ball and go on a freaking 98. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the ball and go to the 2-yard line. I'm going look. I'm going to take a knee at the 2-yard line if I'm a returner. And look, I'm like Nick Sirianni, go 98 yards on the Giants' first drive and take them out right then and there. That's a statement. 98 yards. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to run it the whole 98 yards. So fat ass Dexter Lawrence can be like, and a lot more game to come.
I just feel like if we can listen to the media and when our passing game, because at that point, neither one of pass and run the game because the running game is still not good. But we can listen to the media and they can do whatever they got to do to fix the passing game. This is the game. You need to fix that running game. This is the game. Let Saquon shine. Last year, he almost broke the damn record on him. He sat out in the fourth quarter so he don't break the record on his own team. He has to have at least one game against the Giants this year where he cut loose. He cut loose on them both times last year. So I'm just saying, Eagles Nation, you had your perfect quarterback rating. You had both your big-time receivers have big-time games. It's time to show we can run the goddamn football. Balance is the only way we're going to win a Super Bowl. We're going to have to be able to run. We're going to be able to throw. That's the reason why we won the Super Bowl last year. The teams didn't know what to stop. When we stop the run, the passing game comes. When we stop the pass, the running game comes. If you only got one of those, the passing game, you might not make it to the dance, my guy. You might not make it just passing the football. You need to get this off. Whether you got to go pick up an offensive lineman off the street, you got to make a trade for an offensive lineman. These guys got to get healthy. I don't know. You got to give them shots or whatever you got to give them to make them play better. Whatever you got to do, but we got to get this running game. Next time Saquon has 18 or plus carries, he needs to be over 100-something yards, my guy. Let him look credible. He has to be a threat. He has to be a threat. If he's not a threat like he hasn't been, it's not going to be good for a football team.
Yeah.
So, that's really what I got to say about that, man. I think, Saquon definitely need to come up, show up and show out this week. They need to figure out, like I said, it's just like the passing game. It wasn't that we wasn't passing the football. We just had shitty routes. It was a horrible route tree. It was horrible play calling. And I feel that way is the same way with the offensive line. With the offensive run game. And that's all you got to do is change it up. New schemes. New rushing schemes.
Help your offensive line. We're about to see again. All right. So that meeting they had a couple weeks ago. Okay, they came out and tried to establish the run. You clearly saw that they was trying to go back to what made them successful last season, try to run the ball. You clearly saw it. Like the first, I think 3-4 was like run, like, a tush push there, blah, blah, blah. But this is a Saquon Barkley game. There's no way you are ranked the 29th ranked defense. You're the 29th ranked defense. Only defense worse than you are, let me see real quick. The only defense that's worse than the Giants. Well, we know the Cowboys are there. The Ravens are there.
How many yards did Saquon have the game against the Giants?
Yeah. So, all right, the Bengals, the Cowboys are the 32nd ranked defense. The Bengals are the 31st. Ravens are the 30th. And then the Giants. Like, there's no way you should not be able to explore these, defensive backs, the running holes, none of that. You should be able to run to open up the pass. You should.
I agree. I can agree with you, Mr. Ash, on that one. I'll give you that one right there. They are still second in the box.
Yeah, they are.
They're playing
the whole game. Playing the Eagles different.
It's like they're just disrespecting our quarterbacks, basically what they're doing. They're just going to keep stacking the box, I think. But I think, like you said, as long as we keep, maybe this is a year, the pass will. If it's not normal for the pass to open up the run, but maybe we just got to keep doing it. They're telling us, keep showing me you can do it. How many games? We're betting people. We'll bet you that if we stack the box every single game, that they're counting on Jalen Hurts not to perform in a lot of those games. That's what they're counting on teams are. They're like, we're going to keep stacking. I don't care. Pass the ball. I don't care. Because even when Devonta was lighting them up, they were still stacking that box. Even when AJ was scoring touchdowns, they were still stacking that box. Teams are just going to keep stacking the box to either Jalen Hurts going to be the MVP this year because he's going to pass the ball. Finally, you're going to get what he wants. He's going to have 4,000 yards passing.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely on pace for 4,000 yards, for real. He's on pace for 4,000 yards. Right now, he's at 1,498. So after this game, let's just say that he throws for 202. Hey, he'll be at what, 1,700? What, 1,600? So, yeah, I think he's definitely on pace to at least 35 to 4,000 yards because teams are playing us different this year. It's just that simple. It's going to be on Jalen Hurts until he start beating them, making them pay, until they unleash A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert in that secondary. Teams are going to stack the box, especially the Green Bay Packers. We know the Packers, the Lions are going to stack the box. These teams that have better offenses that we're going to face in the next month, of course, they're going to try to stack the box and make Jalen Hurts beat them. So, we just got to open it up. I agree with A.J. Brown. Open it up. He see teams are playing us differently. He see teams are like stacking the box. He see that we can't run the ball. He see that Saquon Barkley got 369 yards rushing in 7 freaking games. 369-yard rushing in 7 games. That's not good. But last year he was at like almost 700 in 7 games. Like this dude was beasting last year. So yes. So I see the frustration. That's why I'm not gonna jump down this player's throat and like, okay, I hear your frustration. Hey, let's do it another way. But
new run plays is what I'm saying. There's a million different running plays, and up the middle is not our strength. And even if you can go up the middle, you better be a little bit more tricky about it. Because what happened to the fullback? I know Van Simmeren's gone.
He hurt.
I only see one play with Latu at fullback. If you're gonna have a guy and say he's gonna be your fullback now after the other fullback's hurt, use him. Do whatever you gotta do. Fernando says the Giants are always underestimated, which is why I believe the Giants perform well. To be honest, the Eagles play well when they're underestimated. That's when we play our best football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's when the Eagles are, sky high. And what the Eagles got to do, they got to take their stuff out of that mentality. Dog mentality was cool the first Super Bowl. Dog mentality was even a little bit cool. Underdog dog mentality was even a little cool the second Super Bowl. But now you won multiple Super Bowls in the last 10 years. It's time to embrace being the best. Embrace being the best. Go out there and play like you the best, and everybody have to adjust to what you do. There should be they're 8-man box is the reason why we're not running. They're double teaming AJ is not the reason why we're not passing. Any of this stuff. We have too many all-stars on this football team to be contained. We got way too many star players to be contained. We watch a lot of different teams in the NFL right now with way less talent do a lot more than what we're doing. And that can't be the case. We're the division, the Super Bowl champions. We're the defending champions out here. We need to show everybody out there. We're the champs. We don't care what you try to do to us. We're just going to keep stacking W's on your head.
Yeah, but the problem is this. Yes, we're the champ, but every year we're starting from scratch on offense. It seems like every year we can't get a break because every year the Eagles are good and every year they have a new offensive coordinator. I mean, I don't know so many Super Bowl champs. The Patriots, Josh McDaniel was coming back after a year. With plenty of head coaching job opportunities. He still stayed. Freaking, the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs, even after they won, they still stayed. And if their OC left, guess what? Andy Reid was calling the plays anyway. He's still there. So all these Super Bowl winning teams are bringing back their offensive coordinator, knowing that the following year is going to be harder. But so that's why I'm impressed with what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing now, because once again, we thought it was going to be, hey, in-house, Kellen Moore, kind of like, boom, let's tweak it a little bit. This offense is just like WTF. Like, hey, we got like, come on, hey, like, they look like that they ain't even practice all OTA, all off season. Like nothing is working. But when it does work, we're like, oh my God, where this offense at? Oops, psych, we trick y'all. We about to go back to the offense that don't work the next game. It's like, can we be consistent? Can we be consistent? And that's all we're asking. If we're gonna play like we did versus the Vikings, with throwing the ball, with at least forcing to run the ball, let's keep going that way. Don't get away from it. Don't have Saquon Barkley has 6 carries versus the Giants and then 18 versus the Vikings. Keep it consistent. That's all we're asking, is to show us the same, just adjust a little bit just based on the matchups. But we should not just be, what is this? What is that? Oh my God! Every other week, fire KP, fire KP. It's like, hey, can we go 2 weeks without saying fire KP?
This is like the whole, what was that? Decide. The defense go that we were 10-1, and the whole time we were like, fire him, fire Decide, get him out of here. I feel like that's like kind of what it is. We're winning still, like. And I know we feel like, I feel a little spoiled You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an Eagles fan. You know, and I know a lot of other fan bases wish they could have our problems. You know, they wish they could have our problems. Because we are still 5-2. What? Best team in the league? Is there a team that's 6-1? Or is everybody just 5-2?
Yeah, I mean, what the top 7 teams, like all of them only got like 2 losses, really. Even
There's
the
no one.
Bears won 4. Even the Bears are 4-2.
But there's no team right now 6-1, right?
No. Everybody got 2 losses.
Okay. So we're still tied for the best record in football. And we're complaining. But I guess that's a fan championship mentality.
Green Bay is 4-1-1, and then the Colts. I mean, if you're talking about AFC, NFC, you know, AFC, the Colts is 6-1, AFC, but the NFC, the only one loss in a tie is Green Bay.
Look at Steichen out there. He making Danny Food Stamps look like a goddamn champ. And talk about lack of receivers. They got a good running back over there, and Pittman's their best receiver. And I love Pittman from USC, but he's not no freaking A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith. It's schemes, my guy. That's where we lack. It's the scheming of these plays. The schemes that we're running. Yes, last game opened up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, last game opened up. They're starting to run, you know, a lot better plays or whatnot. Last game in the passing route. But it's the scheming, man. Like, there's still so many. I feel like it shouldn't take 6-7 games to figure out a new scheme to run out there. You know, I played football for years. If we couldn't do something right, we went to the next day and did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that big of a deal. We got star players in this football team. Everybody's going to eat. You know? And I just feel like he don't have that in him. You don't have that in him, the play calling in him to actually create, you know, new stuff for this football team, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, before we get out of here, you know, let's get some hot takes. Let's do some score predictions. Then we can roll out of here.
Hey, you go first. I want to hear your hot takes. Go
Here
ahead.
it is. Drum roll, please. Number 1 hot take. Saquon Barkley will rush for 250 yards against the G-Man. Break his record this time. Forget letting the young Bulls run or whatever he said last time. He's going to stay out there because he needs every yard possible to be relevant in a running back situation. And what is he ranked? The 30th damn running back in the league right now. He's the only one not getting no goddamn yards. So Saquon's going to have the Devonta Smith game this week against his old team and rush for 250. 3 touchdowns. That's my first hot take. Hot take number 2. Even though Saquon does that, Jalen Hurts is going to have another perfect quarterback rating. It won't be as many yards. It's going to be more like 220. 2 touchdowns. So that's 5 touchdowns total. Meaning we're going to score over 35 points against you, Ragley G-Man, in this beatdown. And number 3, Jalen Carter will finally get 2 sacks this week because he don't have none. He's going to get 2 sacks this game. He's been disruptive, but he's finally going to get his 2 sacks this game. And then the score prediction is going to be 42-7 Eagles.
Woo!
I'm saying it with my chest because that's what it needs to happen. I better not see no close. I don't want to see a close game. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to be mad if we win 21-20. I'll be pissed. I'll be happy with 1. That's a little bit of happy. But I'll be pissed off because this is not a team that should be in our league right now. And we the defending champions, and we want to win a Super Bowl this year, and we are the standard, and all this blah, 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 blah. As Eagle fans, we talk. This needs to be a blowout.
And remember, hey, Jalen Carter did not play last game versus the Giants. He did not play. It was on Thursday night. He did not play versus the Giants.
Oh, he was hurt. I'm trying to think, why didn't he play?
Yeah. So yeah, that would change a lot too. The way the defensive front is, because that was a last minute scratch. I was like, what happened? What's going on? So that right there alone is a game changer, having Jalen Carter back in the lineup. But my hot takes is this. I definitely think Saquon Barkley will go for at least 180 plus. But I'm going to stop at 180 because he's going to have a couple long, like maybe 50, 60 yarders. You know what I mean? But still have between 18 to 25 carries. We're going to win this game off of Saquon Barkley's back. All right? Because this is going to be a Saquon Barkley game. But with that being said, Dallas Goedert will have 2 touchdowns. A.J. Brown will have 1 touchdown, and Smitty will not have no touchdowns. So that's 3 more touchdowns for Jalen Hurts, thrown for 300 yards. So 300 yards for Jalen Hurts through the air, 183. Saquon Barkley on the ground. And my last hot take is this. This defense is not going to have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 turnovers. This defense is going to have 4 turnovers, and Jackson Dart will be Jackson Dart no more. Okay? So all that little, 3-game Jackson Dart is the future. Jackson Dart is the king. No, that shit ends in Philly. When Jalen Carter is going to pick him up and body slam his ass and say, welcome to Philly, my guy. And I got the Eagles winning this game, though. I definitely got the Eagles winning this game 35. I want to say 17, 35-17. I'm going. It's almost the flip of what happened in MetLife. I think it was 34-12 or something like that, 14. I think it's 35-17. Eagles.
Miss Ash said, we're turning Dart to Russell Wilson. And a bonus hot take for you. Ha! I like that, Miss Ash. The bonus hot take is Scatterboo and Dart will not finish the game.
What?
They're going to hit these guys so many damn times. They won't finish the game. Not going to be no season-ending stuff. Just out for the rest of the game with concussions.
Is this Bounty Gate? Is this Bounty Gate all over again?
Bounty Gate is definitely, this is what it is. Bounty Gate number 2 with Scatterboo. They disrespected us too much. They were blatantly disrespectful last game.
Yeah, they were.
Blatantly. I didn't want to see my Eagle defenders get ran over like Mike Allstott was still playing.
Yeah.
BG don't definitely not let that happen this game if he plays for sure. BG ain't having none of that. Y'all better get clear. They not finishing the game. It's gonna be Body Bags 2 game. Body Bags 2 game in New York. I mean in Philadelphia against New York, because what did you say? He said BG Thibodeau said F the Birds. Did he? He feeling all high and mighty?
Yeah, he did. I think after the one he said that. I'm telling you, man, if the Giants gave the Philadelphia Eagles so much bulletin board material that I'm telling you, like the way playing a good team like the Vikings and getting that win, the confidence, the swagger back. Even you heard Jalen Hunt was like, yo, our defense, we need to get our swagger back.
Giants fan. I didn't even know that about Fernando. And he's all Cap City over here? Nah. It's gonna be body bag game for y'all this game. Not us.
And Kobe Dean did not play. Jalen Carter did not play. So I'm telling you, this defense is gonna look way different. This defense, and Kobe Dean is gonna do the Cooper DeJean play from last year. Body slam, dart, get up, and like just start doing like this. Like, here we go. We got that swagger back. You know what I mean? So definitely it's going to be I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm definitely, hey, they better not let me down. But I think we're good.
We can't think.
I think we're good.
We got to let the Eagles fans know. We are definitely good. We're about to beat the living dog out of these boys. They're rookies. You know, another thing is, Fangio realized he didn't call a good game. So now you get the old vet cooking up a dish. You always said the sous chef is here. The sous chef need to chef up some things. And I think he does it this week. And like I said, they're not finishing the game. I refuse to say that either one of them will finish this football game. They won't be on IR because I don't wish no harm to nobody like that. But they're gonna be not finishing this game. Come third quarter, they're gonna be out for the rest of the game. They come back the week after, but they're gonna be out the rest of the game, man. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. So, like I said, y'all make sure y'all tuck in, hit that like, hit that subscribe, tap in. Fly, Eagles, fly, like I always say at the end of my videos.
Go Birds.
And guess what? We out. Peace.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very, 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 very first episode of